Hey folks, this is Mike here with a NoScript video on Nex Machina. This is another one of these videos where I just talk about the game, ramble on, no script, no planning, no editing, no nothing. And yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting game. So I'm playing on PC here. There's no real graphics settings. I am uploading at 2560 1440. I have to record around 30 megabits, so this may take me a while to upload. We'll see. Also, yeah, recording fairly high quality because this game has a lot of, not necessarily particle effects, they call them voxels. You'll see they're kind of chunkier. And that plays, or that wrecks encoders pretty badly. So hopefully this doesn't turn into a blurry mess. I'll try the online thing. I've actually never done it. I'll try that in a second. Just to give you an idea of what the single player experience is. So, you know, rookie, you just play as much as you want. I've been playing on experienced, and that's been pretty okay. I have a feeling veteran's probably not too bad. And I have to complete it on veteran. We'll play on experience just to give myself a little bit of buffer here while I talk about the game. So this is made by Housemarque. These guys have made stuff like Resogun, some other. They've done a lot of like these twin stick shooter games. There's another one now. I totally forget what it's called, and I wish I could remember. And I can't for the life of me remember that name now. Super Stardust is actually the one I'm trying to pull out here. Like I've played those two a fair amount. By a fair amount, I mean I've put a couple hours in. I've enjoyed them, but I feel like Nex Machina is definitely the best one yet out of all of those. But at the same time, it still has the issue that I felt a lot of their games have had, which is it's just missing that little bit of something extra I'm looking for. You know, I don't mind playing classic style arcade games, which is very much what this is trying to do. At least on one hand it is. When I say I need that little bit extra, I need not necessarily story, but I need some sort of progression, right? Either level progression, unlock system, or just a little bit of extra something to keep me going. And their games have not tended to have much of that in them, which, again, not a big problem. It's just, I almost dashed. Get him. You know, not an end of the world issue. It's just that little bit of extra would probably keep me into these games for more, you know, than the hour or so that I tend to put in, or the 2 or 3 hours I'll put in and kind of never touch it again. So this is very much one of those games. I put about an hour in one day, kind of came back to it, because, you know, this has been getting great reviews. A lot of people have been having a lot of fun. And I wanted to make sure, you know, I'm not missing anything, am I? And I put in a bit more time. You know, I put in another hour, and nope, from the looks of it, I'm not missing anything. It really is kind of that same problem I've had with their other games, where I enjoy them, but I've been kind of spoiled by modern games having a little bit more of a direction. And you know, if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know all about my Steam backlog issues of just tons of games I have to play. And so without having some of these games with like known endings, or you know, more objectives, if you will, I have a bit of a hard time playing some of these games for long periods of time, just because it's one of these, you know, never-ending games, which, like, if that's what you're looking for, it's a really good one. It's a really fun arcade game. I've been having a lot of fun. Ah, jeez. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of spoiled in a sense, in that I do need that kind of a scoring system, because I used to really love these kinds of games. I picked up a shield just to lose it. Great. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of spoiled because I used to play these kinds of games a ton, and I didn't mind that there's no progression and that kind of stuff. You know, every modern shooter has turned into that as well, right? Like I used to play, I used to play Battlefield, and Battlefield 2 didn't really have unlocks. They had some unlocks, but it didn't take you very long to get them. And your classic Counter-Strike and whatnot was like that. But at the same time, the leaderboard stuff would have been nice too. It feels like you have to play multiplayer to get that. Because when I'm playing the single player, unless I have to actually complete a full run, that's kind of the, maybe that's where I'm missing out on, because I've not completed a full story run. I've gotten very close. I've completed, I think there's 5 worlds, 4 or 5. I've gotten to the last world and kind of stopped playing just because it's a pretty long game. It does take quite a while to go through all the worlds and stuff. So I have gone to presumably the last world. So we'll take a quick peek. Maybe that multiplayer is what I'm missing. Like I said, I've not played it. I don't particularly, because for whatever reason in my mind, the multiplayer is like playing with other people, which I don't know. Not that I don't like playing with other people, but I'm not particularly interested in that. At least for this kind of game. We'll see. We'll give that a go after. As a side note here, as well, seeing as kind of talking about the controller would be a good idea. I am playing this with the Steam controller. Normally I play DualShock 4 on the PC, but I've had a Steam controller for a while. And this game actually runs really well on a Steam controller. Oh, I picked up probably the worst weapon for this boss. Not that it matters much. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Smart Bomb wipes out some of these purple things, which is really cool. Yeah, I like the sounds this game makes. I like the visuals. The particle voxel stuff. At least at first, it's a little overwhelming, but it doesn't take very long to get used to it. So like I said, I think there's 5 worlds, and this is one of 5 already. So this gives you an idea of just how much stuff there is. Move the mouse there. Alright, so second world, there's more enemy types coming in. If you notice, there's a little, this is kind of a nice touch too. Notice how my character has the hitbox show up and kind of disappear. That's going to show up again. It's going to disappear. That's a nice little touch there. So let's go ahead and back out. We'll do a quick online arena thing. I have no idea what the multiplayer online looks like. Oh. This makes me question what's the point in arcade mode if it's like this. I don't know. Okay, maybe this is what I'd be missing out on. Because in my mind, if they had dedicated modes, I thought this was maybe multiplayer with other people. But hey, maybe this is what I was looking for after all. A more how can I say this? A more not precise, not a more obvious scoring leaderboard style system, because that's the other thing, right? If again, Geometry Wars is kind of nice for that, which was online leaderboards, especially the new one. Hey, I'm like top whatever on this, you know, on this level in particular. I really like that. Yeah, if you want. Oh boy, how did I miss that last one? That was bad. Oh well. Wait, I don't even have my dash yet. Do I? Oh yeah, I do. I'm just pressing the wrong button. Jeez, what was I gonna say? Yeah, just having that, having those leaderboards is really nice. You know, if you're not gonna do an arcade game with some sort of progression, but again, like I said, that feels like something I've been kind of spoiled with, having played a lot of modern arcade games. You know, old school games never had that kind of stuff. I screwed up there. Oh well. I'm gonna miss out on this dude. Not if I teleport in time. Of course, I don't have multiple dash, so I can dash through the second laser. At least I had a shield. I like the fact that if you fail, though, it instantly restarts the level. And so you're down to kind of limited to your how many lives you have. You have a lot of lives to work with. You know, the fact that just playing on well, heck, veteran, it's 10 continues, which is like 30 lives, and you wind up getting a handful of lives pretty easily anyways. So I think to me they've struck a pretty nice balance there. These guys are coming. Oh, I didn't realize there's a secret there. Secret human. Oh, that shield's gonna want this multiplier. See, I think if the multiplayer stuff can get pretty intense. You know, these are very much learnable patterns. You know, there's a little bit of randomness to it. But there's a lot of patterns going on here that you can learn pretty easily, and so just with practice you'll get better and better at it. Ah, jeez. I have that problem where I don't look a lot where my character is. I look all everywhere else. Yeah, I can see this working out actually. So there you go. That's the great part about doing these videos and trying something a little different. Cause normally I wouldn't have touched the multiplayer aspect, because I prefer, you know, just static leaderboards and not proper multiplayer with other players. But it seems like this game, unless we play a different mode, I'd have to check if there are different modes. Oh boy, this is tight. Oh, I did that mistake there. That block on the... I'm not gonna bother rushing for that. Alright. Let's give this a go. This is kind of a nice little touch there. Seeing the cam come down like that. It looks pretty cool. Oh, am I gonna get that disruptor? Yep. Nope. Didn't even get the human user. Got nothing. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting game. I think the best thing I could say is it is unfortunate that they've decided that, you know, this will be their last of these arcade style games. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing really good ones for years as well. But at the same time, you know, it's understandable. It's not a market that's been tremendously popular. You know, I've always, not to say that they're bad games, but a lot of the games you see on PlayStation Plus, they're good games, but at the same time, they're often on there to try and breathe a bit more life into them after they've passed their prime. And so, you know, for often, not always, but for this game to be on Humble Bundle, maybe they're trying to do it on PC as a way to get more people to kind of give them a look, because I've not seen any of their other games on PC, or at least I'm not aware of them. Yeah, okay. This is kind of what I was looking for in terms of leaderboard multiplayer stuff. So I guess that's how I should be playing this game. It is a little, I guess it's not too bad. The fact that some of these points are, or some of these levels are locked behind some of the points, so I just have to play a bit more. But had I gotten a score of 5 million, I would have gotten a couple extra points there. Yeah, it's a neat game. I'm happy that I actually tried out the online arena, because that's what I was looking for this kind of thing. So there you go. There you have it. If I actually go to, what was it? Oh, where was the customization? This, no. Oh, my profile. There you go. All of these are, yeah, you pay whatever currency you get. Same with the bullet colors. And customizing these as well are all based off of that. So there you have it, Nex Machina. Pretty interesting game. It plays really well. It's a bit of a shame though that Housemarque are abandoning this genre. But at the same time, I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to be doing next, because they've been doing pretty good stuff with these games. I know they have a pretty long history beyond the last couple of years, but it's last couple of years is what at least I remember the most, between, you know, Super Stardust, Resogun, and then this. You know, all very similar games to a certain extent, but they've all been really enjoyable and well done, and, you know, very unique look as well. So hopefully they continue on with their new game, their new genre, with this kind of unique aspect to it, and I think it'll turn out pretty good. You know, they've not put out a bad game in quite a while, as far as I can think. So yeah, give it a look. I think it's a pretty good one.